What's up fellow engineers, Dr. McKay here and welcome back to my channel, and we're back again with another Star Trek showcase video. Now today's video, as by the title, we are showcasing off the NX Alpha and Beta. Now for those who are not familiar with the NX Alpha and Beta, this ship is basically the Warp 5 kind of like testing vehicle to test the engine that was created by Jonathan Archer's father. So obviously this ship is kind of in between the Phoenix from First Contact and the NX Enterprise from Enterprise. Now this ship is shown in the Star Trek Enterprise series in one episode, so obviously I got most of my dimensions and design from that one episode. So with that said, we're gonna have a little peek at what we got on the build itself. But before we do, if you do like my content, please hit that like button, don't forget to comment and subscribe for more. And with that said, let's have a little test. So obviously I haven't actually flown it properly after I've done all the group ups, but essentially this is what you'll be getting in the blueprint. It'll be like this hangar with this runway type thing. Now obviously inside we'll see walk in. We've got a nice little red staircase here. I'm getting pretty confident now in my colour schemes. So obviously it's the NX Warp 5 project, the NX Alpha Beta by myself, and this is essentially the ship we have in the hangar. So what I'll do is I'll quickly run you through the ship itself before we take it out for its flight. So obviously it's kind of like the same design as the Phoenix, except from it's slightly larger, and it's not obviously put into space with a rocket. It goes in, I believe, with like impulse or something like that. Impulse thrusters, I think, is now on this, because obviously during the history of Star Trek, this is where the Vulcans are now on Earth involved and whatnot. So obviously our pylons do retract and extend using a bunch of hinges. Now I've got them all connected up. They obviously light up, and this is also capable of jumping, so warp drive. But so to have that, because it's small grid, you're going to need to have the jump drives mod pack in the mods. So that's definitely a must. So obviously our nacelles, which are these on the tip of the wings, they've got lights in, and obviously our Busar collectors on the front. The engines inside the nacelles are basically on thrust override. So obviously when you launch, you'll be on a timer block, so it kind of like auto launches you, but you have to obviously lift up and throttle up as well with using the main engines, because the main engines here, these ones require manual thrust. So you'll obviously have automated thrust on the nacelles, and they obviously turn off after 3 minutes. And obviously the rest of the engines are manually controlled by yourself. So but it's basically, you got obviously 5 engines there, a bunch of internals. We got obviously automated ones in the nacelles, and well, lots of plumbing, fuel and whatnot inside the fuselage. That's basically the outside, and like I said, it does kind of look like the Phoenix. Obviously on the bottom as well, we do have this like landing system. Well, not landing system, it's more of a it's not basically in the show. When it takes off, it's like on a rail type thing, and it obviously gets kind of like catapulted out into space. I tried to do the same here, but unfortunately as soon as you start building a ramp upwards, it doesn't, it just destroys itself. So essentially what happens is you automatically launch, and after 3 seconds it will detach from the wheels. By that time you should have it should be out far enough here, and you'd be pulling up, so the wheels should roll into that. I haven't tested it yet, so yeah, other than that, you'll have it all scattered over your terrain if not. So essentially that's the wheels. So they serve no function, they come off. Obviously you do have a fuel connector here, which as you can see is connected up to a piston that we have to manually retract in a minute. So we come inside, it's all airtight. So obviously you got a door here shut there, and we got obviously a vent there and a vent there, so we can shut off the cockpit. We have a bunch of programmable blocks as just displays, because you can actually change like the display on them. So let's have a script. Let's have the artificial horizon there. So we have the artificial horizon. I like the design. It's like a little mini computer. But pardon me, apart from that, obviously this is your general cockpit. And obviously you get in the cockpit. Yeah, that's it there. It's nothing special. 2 seats, which is what the NX Alpha has in the show. But I've done a little feature here. So this is your jump drives in the back, which is like your warp core and a reactor plus batteries and a beacon and an antenna there as well. So it's like it's window there, so obviously you don't have to worry about radiation or whatnot. But essentially that's just a cool feature I built in. So with that said, I think that's all of the vehicle showcased off. As quick as I can. A few time blocks here and there. But essentially, if you want to fly it, you want to come into obviously to the hangar as you are. Come over to this red panel and you've got a lock and piston. Now as you can see, it's locked on the connector now. So you want to turn off the lock. Where's the two? Let me get me a crosshairs up. And then press the piston. And it'll release the ship. And now it's released. We're now going to fly it. Now this is the first actual main test. I've obviously tested it before, but not it's the first time from the hangar. So obviously try and get a nice third person perspective. Alright, like I said, we have to pull up as we go. Obviously we have so the toolbar is set up. So the top one is the time block for liftoff. Left is the hinge lock for the nacelles on the pylons. Right is the rotors, so obviously rotors on, that's the lock I think as well. So obviously to move forward, move back. And down, which is blanked out, is the jump drive. And on the second page we have all hydrogen thrusters on the top, reverse on the bottom, and again just nacelles, deploy, lock, and obviously reverse. And then the connector on the last page. So first off, we want to basically press left to turn off hinge lock. So the hinges can now go on the nacelles. And when you're ready, we press up on the D-pad and it should start the takeoff sequence. So 3, 2, 1, go. And we want to pull up. Oh, too much. Oh, that was a fail. Good thing I got 2. So what happened there? Well, that was a fail. You know what they say? Testing, testing, testing. Alright. So we'll try on the next one. That's why you have testing. And this time we'll press A and we'll see what happens. Alright, let's have a look. Where did we go wrong here? Alright. So we'll try A, shall we? So hinge lock on, press up. Go. Press it A. Where's my engines? Confused.com. Alright, let's have a look. Maybe I've set up a thing here differently. Alright. What I'll do is I'll quickly spawn back in a... So, give me a minute and I'll be back in a sec. Right, and we're back. Now I think I've sorted out the problem. Let's give it a whirl. This is what I like about testing, and plus you get to see me test it out a little bit as well. Now I'm not sure if I'll leave in what I just did. See how it goes. So, back in again. Let's see what we could do. Why am I outside the building? Oh, I haven't disconnected it. I would help that. Alright, so follow my advice. Turn off the lock and the piston. Now we're free. Here we go. Alright. I think the key is to press A to lift off, but those main engines didn't start last time, the ones on the back. So, alright, 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. Now we're static. There we go. Throttle up manually. Press A. Now something's going wrong here. I wonder. What if it's that? What do they say? 4 times the charm, innit? Try that, because I think maybe the wheels are knocking up. No. Oop. We'll hope if I can get in the ship. Alright, win. Alright, let's try for takeoff. Hopefully this time it works. Alright. Only thing is. Right. Go. I was breaking. Is it the wheels that's what's causing it to break? I wonder. I think it is. I might have to redesign the wheels quick. It's a lot of crap. Alright, let's try that. I like to build things complicated, that's true. Thank God for copy paste. Alright. Well, no, right, who's keeping track of how many tests this is? Gonna need like the whole Greek alphabet in a minute. Instead of just alpha and beta. Alright, here we go. This time, we do it right. 3, 2, 1, go. Like the wheels are locked. What's going on? Unless... that's probably what it is. I'm not converting it to a ship. And we did it. Yeah, we did it. Well, I lost half lost some blocks. Anyway, we're up in the air. And there's some knocking about inside. I don't know what that is. We did it. And now we go up. Not exactly the video I had in mind, but it's still fun. I'll work out the kinks before I upload it to mod.io. I'll try and work out what that knocking about is as well. Well, what we'll do is, in the meantime, we'll skip ahead to when we get into space. So see you in a minute. Right, now afterwards, like I said, after 3 minutes, the nacelle engines will turn off. So you have to then go on the manually controlled engines. It's a bit of a bumpy, well, a noisy lift-off. I think it might be the nacelles that are making the noise, because now the engines are shut off, they're not, nothing's making any noise. Interesting. We've got some nice shots of the NX. Once we get to 0G, I'll engage warp drive, and then I'll show you what will be a little teaser for the next episode. Get you excited. But apart from obviously the banging noise and the takeoff, this thing actually functions pretty well. Just gotta keep remembering to throttle up. Now I'm going at 200 meters a second, or 200 plus, because I got the speed mod on. I always recommend the speed mod for launching from planet to space. Just it cuts the time in half from like 10 minutes to like 5 minutes or so. Right now we're in 0G. We're gonna fire up the warp drive, head towards Mars, and see how far we are from Mars. Now, the ship does take a while to slow down. It does have reverse thrusters, but we're not going to use them. Well, we're not going to wait to go down to 0G. So 3. So we're going to go here. So 3, 2, 1. Should be on the other side of Mars now. Yeah, just like the Phoenix, they can jump pretty far. Pretty good jump distance. It's got 4 jump engines in, the small ones, so it's not too bad. So I hope you guys like the NX. Obviously, it's a bit of a bumpy start to the video. Now, I should hopefully will smooth that over by the time the video goes online. If not, I'll have to do maybe another video on the takeoff sequence. If I can't smooth it out, maybe change it up. I think it was definitely those wheels, but I didn't turn it to a ship. So what I might do, I might test it again, but this time make sure I convert it to a ship, and hopefully then we won't have that problem. Because if you remember, the wheels, as soon as the wheels disconnected, the ship would go. That's what caused the problems. So if we make sure the ship's moving before the wheels disconnect, we shouldn't have a problem. But there you have it. That's the NX Alpha, or Beta, depending how you want to look at it. And while you're obviously in space, you can, if you wanted to, lift your noses up, put it back down again. But obviously the nacelle engines won't turn back on again unless you either press up or key them to your bindings. But they are on thruster override, so when you turn them on, you will just be thrusting. So yeah, if you like the NX, feel free to give me a like and a comment your thoughts, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. It does mean a lot if you do. And with what I said, I've been Dr. McKay. Stay tuned for a little teaser on the next build. All that said though, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.